life knowing that we are more than surviving. We are more than just getting by. We are more than we're just Christian women, if you're saved here. So that's the first thing I just wanted to just share a bit about my story. I just want to share the little second thing about my story, another story about my health. So I have, over the years, I've developed a lot of health problems. And I used to have, I was anemic, iron deficiency, migraines, joint pain, headaches, stomach problems, gut problem. Name the problem, I have it. And I was literally living life day by day thinking, okay, I have a health condition, that's it. But then the more research I did, it was saying that your diet, what you eat, can help manage it. Even though I maybe have the condition, which is an autoimmune disease, which is called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, I can manage it better, but I still didn't. I even remember Eureka said once, if you know that cookie makes you sick, why would you eat it? And it literally blew my mind. Why would I eat something that makes me sick? But we do it all the time. We do things knowing it doesn't benefit us in one bit. We do things consciously, thinking, why am I eating this when I shouldn't be eating this? But my rock bottom for that was me and my husband went to a marriage seminar, and while we were there was a couple that I was watching, like an English couple, and I just watched the way she was eating. Like it was like macaroni and cheese, some dead curry, some dry rice, and she just had some salad and some meat. But obviously when food is there, people just take it kind of thing. Everybody else was just grabbing it because that's what's there. But I just watched her, and I went to her. And I was just like, how do you do what you do? Like, why do you not eat everything? She's like, I care about my body. And when people say things like that, you just start to feel, wait, what kind of life have I been living? Do I not care about myself? And that very night, I get really bad joint pains. So I can sometimes stiffen up where I'm stuck in bed. And you may not have gotten that far in your health problems, but sometimes the direction you're going in, eventually you might end up there. And sometimes prevention is better than cure, because you don't want to be in a position where I was stuck in bed, my husband's sleeping, and my elbow's so stuck that I can't move the sheets. I'm cold, but I can't move the sheets over my body. And I'm laying there crying like, God, why is my life like this? Why is my life like this that I can't even pull sheets over my body? I don't want to wake up my husband to say, oh, can you get the sheets for me? Because it's my fault. I know that I've done the research and I've got inflammation in my body. And when my body's inflamed, I can't function. My body starts to break down. It happens to all of us. In reality, it might not manifest itself straight away, but when your body's inflamed, that's the ground for diseases, sicknesses, and everything. But we're like, oh, because it doesn't matter, I don't feel it now. You will feel it at some point. It may be in weight gain, it may be in health problems, it might be in your skin, it might even be in your mood, how you deal with things, your actual mood, and how you manage and balance your health. So that day, I was just like, God, I'm done. I'm done with being in this position. And to make matters worse, I had an appointment that same week, and then they prescribed me crutches. I got prescribed crutches because my knees used to swell up, and I'll be stuck in bed for like 3 days. And people that may know me not necessarily know that I'm dragging myself to get to the kitchen. I used to get really dizzy. I'm literally on my knees just so I can feed my kids. Because my son, when you've got a 2 and a 3-year-old, they don't know mom's dizzy so she can't leave, so I must not eat. I still have to feed them. I still have to take care of them. And I made a decision, if I'm going to even be a good mother, I have to take care of myself. Because whatever I do, my children will do. If I'm eating sausage roll, they'll eat sausage roll. If I eat bacon, they'll eat bacon. And it's not in a bad way I'm saying it, but whatever you do will happen to your children as well. So sometimes we always, it's only just about me. But we all influence somebody else in our lives. And sometimes that might not be what it takes for you. But another thing that it took for me to really come to that place was listening to a podcast. And the woman said, Christians, for example, will be like, my body is a temple of God, you know? No man can touch this until he pays for it and walks me down the aisle. But when we say our body is the temple of God, this is the same body that our vessels, this is the vessel that God wants to move through. God lives in us. We're not taking care of it. God wants to live and operate in you. We're not taking care of it. And God's just like, I've called you to do certain things. You won't be able to do it if you're not in the right shape, in the right health. And that's where I decided I am done. And since then, this was last year. I've taken you from 2018 to 2019. I created a vision board in 2018 for 2019. And funny enough, all of them have come true except for me making 100 grand. So we're getting there. Maybe this year might be the year for me. But everything which I'll show you in a moment has come through. But that's because I became intentional about my life. I became intentional. I've lost weight. I've lost about a stone since I decided to make an effort with my health. But God's place, the talent He's given me is to teach others, to teach women. And I remember in 2010, I was in India, and God gave me a word, and He'll say, you'll start a new church, it'll be a small church, and you have to get involved, and you have to help women. And it's nearly 10 years down the line, and for years I didn't do anything with it. And God has already placed certain things and giftings and things He's placed in you already that He wants you to do, but you've done nothing with it. I've made it my duty to die empty. There are so many dreams in the cemetery. Mine wouldn't be one of them. And I hope today you leave here with the same mentality, that you don't want to die with regret. Because people are fearful of failure. Don't be scared of failure, because real failure is when you don't get up when you fall. That's real failure. When you choose not to get up when you fall. The worst thing, the thing you should be frightened of is regret. A life of regret. Imagine living 40 years, 50 years, and then you're looking back at your life and you're like, I didn't even do anything with it. And trying to live the rest of it knowing that you did nothing with it when you could have done something with it. So don't take advantage of the life we have, because time, you don't get time back. This very minute, once it's gone permanently. People think they have time. You don't have time. The time's gone.